Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this real quick here. This is my Infusoria culture in my 5-gallon bucket. So, you know, it's a 5-gallon bucket, nothing fancy. So as you can see, I've thrown actually some salad stuff in here too. So what this is mostly duckweed, other things that I've taken out of my aquarium. Just plants that were overpopulated. And I'm actually in the process of moving, so I really wanted to downsize some of my stuff to make the moving a lot easier here in a couple weeks when we're actually going to move. But I just couldn't bear to dump all of this because it's so much Infusoria. So I did siphon 2 large, you know, you go to like some of the thrift stores and you could pick up some really cheap vases, vases, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna cut this really short because I don't want this video to be too long. So this little part of the video, just to show you, it's this easy. The only problem I would say is it stinks. It stinks so bad because you're literally creating a compost in water. So instead of red wiggler worms that you use in composting, we use freshwater copepods, or I guess in some cases you could do salt water. I don't know if you could do this in salt water. I don't know, but anyways, this is freshwater. All right, cool. So now we're gonna go to the other part of this video. Okay, I'm gonna try to hold this as still as possible. So this is an iPhone. I can't remember what generation it is. It's about 3-4 years old. It's the professional. You know, they have these different levels. So this is the quote-unquote professional one. So, I don't know. I do not have a micro lens on this thing. This is just the phone. So I'll try to do this as best as I can. Of course, I bumped the table a second ago. So I want to say one thing too. Like, this is not my idea. This isn't something I came up with. This is actually something I saw on YouTube. One of the YouTubers out there, Keeping Fish Simple. I don't think he came up with the idea. You know, the Infusoria in a bucket. I don't think he came up with it. I don't know who came up with this, but I'm going to try to keep this part of the video under 2 minutes. We're just looking for things that are just kind of swimming around. And all of these little specks are probably Infusoria. You know, little, I don't think I could say microscopic, because if it was microscopic, I wouldn't be able to see it. Of course, I can't look down on it because I still got some duckweed at the top. Let's see, maybe we could see something through the duckweed. Swimming around the duckweed, maybe. Okay, that's not gonna work. So right in front of the light, right here. So just to kind of like, you know, why would you do this? Why would you actually do something like this? The reason you would do this is if you're, you know, breeding fish, and you're breeding fish like killifish, angels, rams, neon tetras, any fish that has very tiny fry. Because as you can see, this stuff is tiny. This is really small. And if I were to clean this out a little more, it would probably be a lot easier to see some of these things, but this is just pulled out of the bucket. I literally just took a brine shrimp net and I just stuck it in the bucket and swished it around to get what I could off the top there. You might have to watch this section of the video a couple times because these things are so small. I'm sure there is some things swimming around. It's honestly, I'm looking at it on my camera screen, my phone screen actually, and I can't see anything moving around right now, but I don't have the best eyes. That's another thing that's kind of a drag, is like when you're dealing with things that are so small and your eyesight is horrible. And I'm looking at a glass container that is round, you know? Like here's the glass container. This is my hand, so it's a really small sample size. But I mean, I don't know, let's see what's on the bottom. I mean, because I did just kind of dump this in there not too long ago. See some things tweaking out around the bottom. Move the flashlight down. Not like this. So that cloud is just little bitty bugs. This is already 5 minutes long, so I should probably cut this part of the video. I know you guys are going to be like, what do you mean 5 minutes long? This is more like 8 or 9 because this is going to be spliced into another video. Yeah, there's something right there in the very bottom. Swimming across. So there you go. I mean, yeah, if they're staying perfectly still, it's not going to look like anything because it's just those little spots of dust. Alright. Now we're at 6 minutes. Okay. I think this would be the end of the actual video. So once again, 5-gallon bucket, water from your fish tank, and then just take a filter. Just take like sponge filter, or you could actually take an air stone, take a filter floss. You know, like one of those pads, those filter pads that you could put in like some of the you know, some of your aquarium filters. Take one of those, put an air stone inside of it, rubber band it, keep it in your aquarium for a couple of weeks. Take that thing out, swish it around in the water, and you'll have some Infusoria and a culture. Or take a turkey baster, siphon up some stuff from the very bottom of your aquarium or the very back of your aquarium if you have like a matin filter or something. Take that sludge, throw it in the bucket with some plants, some old plants, you know, like too much duckweed or something, and they will eat that stuff up. And then you will eventually have a very large colony. This is not a very old bucket. I actually only did this 2 weeks ago. So this is not a very old bucket. This is, you know, this is yeah, like one sponge filter in a 10-gallon tank. That was a breeding tank for guppies. And this is what I got. So there's a lot in there. It's just I took a whole bunch out when I broke the bucket down, because the bucket is in my backyard, my back alleyway. But that's not very much. The main parts of it, the most thickest parts of that nasty stuff is actually in some containers downstairs because I didn't want to get rid of all of my Infusoria, because I am working on a couple different breeding projects right now. All right, here we go. Thanks for watching, you guys. You know, like, if you are actually watching this, I don't really have a whole lot of subscribers right now. I'm still kind of a new channel. I just want to thank you for watching it, and if you want to leave a comment, I don't know, just tell me what you think, if I should try to make these a little more professional, if I'm moving the camera around too much like I am right now. This is a hobby of mine. This isn't, I'm not trying to, like, there's a little bug right down the bottom. That's really cool. I don't know. I'm not trying to, like, turn this into my career or anything. This is like my self-care kind of stuff. I'm a therapist. This is my little distractions to get me through the day, you know. When I'm helping people out and I got a lot of stuff going on, this is what I could do. Come home and just relax and look at these weird bugs and also my awesome fish. So, yeah, now I can actually see quite a bit on this glass. Just focusing on the glass here. I think it's easier because I'm focusing on the duckweed. I think the phone is like picking up the duckweed. Okay. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching.